Welcome to Paradise Philippines. I'm Nina, your Paradise Philippines buddy, and I'm here at the Casa de Cacao, where we will be learning about the history of cacao and the chocolate queen. And I'm really excited to be trying and learning about some of their stuff and what really turned into this whole empire of chocolate. So come with me.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Casa de Cacao, where we showcase our rich chocolate heritage. And to welcome the guests, to welcome you, we have our chilled hibiscus chocolate drink. Anjali? So here we have a cacao pot that I newly opened. So we have the formation of the cacao beans. So this variety, this clone rather, has around, let me guess, this should be around 20 to 25 beans in a cacao fruit. So to our guests who haven't tried the fresh cacao, so it's there's one way to find whether this tastes like chocolate, right? So wants to try?
Yes.
Okay, great. You have your, okay, there you go. Don't bite, just sap around. Is it sweet, sour? Does it taste like chocolate? I know this clone is a bit sweet. Unlike the ones that we tried before, it's sour. So this one is sweeter.
Where do you usually find cacao?
Where do we usually find cacao? So cacao, well, you can have it in our garden. Technically, you can grow it in a garden. So it grows 20 degrees north and south of the equator. It grows also 10 to 1,000 meters elevation. And then the acidity of the soil, the pH soil of the level of the soil should be normal. It should not be alkaline nor acidic. So it falls in the normal pH. And then you can always irrigate, or you can always find a way to make sure that your cacao seedlings are well watered. So welcome to the chocolate journey, and we're done with the phase one, which is the cacao bean evolution. We lead you to the salita and the sala, and eventually we will meet the chocolate queen who's waiting for us. Welcome to the Salita of the Casa de Cacao. So here we showcase the interplay of culture, religion, community. And we have to understand that even before the Spaniards arrived, we have our own concept of a god. So we also had influences from Buddhism actually, and even in among the Chinese. When we also prayed to the Anitas, and other beliefs. We had the legends, the myths, etc. But when the Spaniards arrived, we had already our religion, which is Catholicism. So we understand that Catholicism is because of this successful journey, and this is the journey sponsored by Spain, by a voyager named Magellan. So this is the artist's interpretation of the expedition. So how many ships are there? Can you count? There are 5. Actually, if you look closely, there are 5, right? But if you just look at it directly, you can only see one main ship. Because actually, only one ship made it back to Spain. And that is the Victoria. Thank you. And inside, we'll showcase the Manila-Acapulco galleon route, which is part of that successful expedition actually, because in 1565, we have the Manila-Acapulco galleon trade, which is actually an exchange of crops and other goods between Manila and Mexico. So I'll lead you to the sala in a bit. now we are at the sala of Casa de Cacao, and here behind me is the mural of the Manila Acapulco galleon trade. So it was an exchange of crops between the Philippines and Mexico. So here we have a special dot here actually, which is Guam, because galleons made a stop over in Guam for their provisions, water, food, maybe they wanted to rest a bit, etc. So it's not so surprising if there are cacao trees in Guam. In the early 17th century, it was home to many cacao trees, and by 1887, there were 26,000 cacao trees planted in Guam, according to Professor Perry of Guam. Forgot the name of the university, but she made a research about that, considering that Guam used to be part of the Archdiocese of Cebu. So that's we have to know that Saint Pedro Calungsod, our second Filipino saint, was martyred actually in Guam. So after this, we will meet the chocolate queen as she tells the legend of Maria Cacao.
Say it takes time to forgive, and I promise you I will wait for that day.
We're here at the Beyond Chocolate Room because when we talk about chocolate, we just have it for eating as a chocolate drink, but here we have it as a medium for painting. We also have a dress there here that's stained with cacao. What else? We have pieces of art that are cacao inspired, and with us this afternoon is our cacao artist, one of the children of our chocolate queen, JP. JP?
Hello. My name is JP, and I'm the youngest out of the 8, and I am also known as the chocolate artist. So right here is my art. It's made of in sikwate. So I got inspired to do like watercolor, because before I used cacao lava, but now I do watercolor. But instead of color, I use sikwate as my medium. So it's inspired by European landscape and Filipino.
Okay, specifically this one is something that is
houses, the stilts.
familiar. The houses, the stilt houses that which we see in along the coastal areas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scars, I never thought my lonely heart would ache for my own scars made of you. Sorry for the pain and the hurt and pain.
Hi. Hi. Good afternoon. Hi. Welcome to Casa de Cacao once again.
Thank you.
Wow. So thank you so much, and such an honor for me as a chocolate queen, as a Philippine chocolate queen, to share with you, especially this room. My chocolate journey began when I was 7 years old, and it all started in a secluded mountain. Well, totally different from the city where I came from. It was dark. It was terrifying.
for a little girl. But life has a way of comforting us. When I was a little girl, I cried for the first few days because living was not easy. But then, as I mentioned, that life has a way of comforting us. And this page of my chocolate journey, the one of the most important, because my grandmother would comfort me with a story that only here in the Visayas. Long ago, a fairy lived in a forest. Her name is Maria Cacao. Oh, according to my grandmother, she was the queen of the forest. And she lived in a magical tree that fireflies lit in the night. You can see there's a chandelier in the middle of this beautiful table that I personally set up for you. Because that chandelier, it reminds me of the fireflies that nowadays gone already. Then the legend continue. Maria Cacao would harvest the cacao pods, the cacao fruits, and load it into her magical ship and travel all over the world. You know, when my grandmother told me that story, that Maria Cacao would travel all over the world, I said to myself, is there another world? But before that, this is the most, I can tell you that the most comforting time when my grandmother told me that first she would pass by through the 7 rivers until to the open seas. And that 7 rivers is exactly where I cross every day going to my school. Aren't that magical as a little girl? Then I said to myself that, wow, I feel safe and secured. And that rocks that touches and my feet pain no more. I walked the 7 rivers without slippers. Then I was comforted. Then the legend continued that Maria Cacao, each time she docked in each country, her ship will turn into gold. It was so magical for me as a little girl. And 2 men guarded Maria Cacao all the time, one at the right and one at the left. And that page, since it is like a bedtime stories, for me, one day I asked Nanay, Nanay is my grandmother, Nanay, who is the 2 men that guarded the Maria Cacao all the time? Because I feel that my grandmother, Nanay Nila, I feel that she knows who is that 2 person, the 2 men guarded the Maria Cacao all the time. Then Nanay told me, the one on the left is your grandfather. And his name is Lolo Soilo. And I was so lucky enough because my grandfather, Lolo Soilo, still alive on that time. Then I asked my grandmother, why only Lolo Soilo, not everyone, including us? Because you know what? Allow me to share my wish when I was a little girl, my dream. I dream of that one day Maria Cacao might bring me in her journey. The reason why is that maybe because I meet my mother once again. As a little girl left by mother, then Nanay told me, oh, only your Lolo Soilo, because the one on the right is his twins in other dimension of life. When I was a little girl, I live in a 2 different dimensions of life. The world of Maria Cacao, that she was the queen of the forest. And I believe that she was the mother nature. And it was my grandfather, Lolo Soilo, who continued this legend. Because each summer, I used to cross 14th rivers. And that 14th rivers, I long to cross and to climb to the highest mountain because I want to meet my grandfather, Lolo Soilo, to listen that legend. Then my grandfather would tell me, this is the way how he bartered, that he will tell the story, to continue the story. He always asked me, lutuin sa ako, buyuki sa ako og mais, usahay pabangguron ko og kasaba, himuan ako siya photo. Then after that, oh, I was rewarded. Lulusoylo will start opening the window in his bahay kubo. That window facing in the horizon. The sea and the sky that kissing each other. And then I said to myself, I used to say this, that I know at the back of that horizon, there was another world waiting for me. Because my grandfather, guess what? He always told me, look, that's where our ship sometimes will pass by, and that's where the open sea, Maria Cacao, was passed by. Isn't it beautiful? Then I always, it leads me to dare to dream, to continue crossing 7 rivers, going to my school despite of the challenges, because of that horizon. Because I know that at the back of that horizon, there's another world, and it gives me hope. And now, this evening, I can tell you that I am now at the back of that horizon, and that you are part of those people waited for me. Thank you so much for waiting for me, and thank you so much for you came in my life and you became part of my chocolate journey. Then my grandfather continued. And from our journey, she would take with her precious wares and metals from foreign land, and a big feast awaited in her return. And this is now, Casa de Cacao is my own interpretation of the palace of Maria Cacao, because Maria Cacao, the queen of the forest, she never granted my wish. She never allows me to visit her. The legend remains a legend. But people call me the chocolate queen. Then I said to myself, now I understand why Maria Cacao doesn't want me to be with her, because she wants me, that the legend lives on. This time with us. Mi casa su casa, my home is your home. Good evening, everyone. The legend of Maria Cacao. Thank you so much.
Will ache from my own scars. I never thought my lonely heart will ache from my own scars. Made of you.
Inhale. Because cacao, the aroma of cacao alone, it can give your mind calmness, relax. That's why when I do my mornings with cacao, I just swirl and then smell before I start my meditation. So cacao, it gives your mind to settle down, especially when you think a lot. So that's the power of cacao. Truly the tree of the food of the gods. That is the gift to humanity. The power of cacao. So here you go. So exactly when I was a little girl, remember there was no electricity. And we cannot leave the house without drinking a cup of sikwate. And this is the tool that we have in the mountain. Someone wants to try before it will melt. Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. So, yes, no? You can feel the changes of the sounds, right? Look at that. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, please. Because this is part of the experience and make their own tablea. So then usually the tourists as well, they can experience really the heaviness of the alho. Yeah. Yes, that's all. Sorry. Sorry, I'll teach you that. You can also have this and then up. Thank you. Oh, it's okay.
Bukat yun siya to. Gaan makita na akong kami. So ako, gaan bukat man di. Ay, hindi pwede duha ka kamo. Gaan man. Hindi pwede duha.
You can, but mas kapuyan ka.
Mas kapoy kong duha.
Yeah, because in pounding, you can only, that's one. When Heidelin Diaz came here, and she asked me like, Miss, you know, I left, di ba, mag-gets Heidelin ba siya? Why is it so heavy? And I said, use only your necessary energy or strength. Do not use all your body. That's why you can see, like, I'll show you. Thank you. So that's why I'll show you, like, when I pound, at first, to crush, kanila yung gamiton na kusog. Then, pag need na siya, pag mumelt na siya, so that's the time, ayaw gamitan kusog diri na. Then sometimes drop, and then drop. Yeah. Diri na dapita. So here, for cacao nib, kanilang, just drop lang, hinay-hinay mong kusog. But then, middle na siya, then pag mahimo na siyang hurag paste na kanila mong kusog, ba't kanina man imong ginamit, hindi ka kakapuyan. Nawala ka that.
Kung naka sa balay ba niya, mortar and peso lang na anin mo. Baka imo sa tabliya.
Yeah, when what I did sa Guam.
Karaningan na malabay.
Okay, wa man naman na. That's part of the demo after sa academy program. Soon I will. Sorry ha, I'm going to finish first.
Ayun po ko. Lagay ko kayo buka.
I want to tell to the whole world that we Filipinos exist in the chocolate world, but we have our identity. And that identity is anchored in our drinking tradition. People call me the chocolate queen, but I still prefer to call myself a tablea maker. My name is Raquel Choa. I am a tablea maker. Thank you so much.
And we are the tablea lover.
And now from tablea to sikwate. So while watching my daughter brewing or cooking the tablea that I pounded to sikwate. The other side. While brewing, allow me to do the demo of Cacao de Bola, of which I launched this 2016 in the United Nations in Le Salon de Chocolat. And this is my innovation from tablea to bola de cacao.
Instead of queso, queso de bola.
Seal. But you have to Europe has queso de bola, and Italy has tartufo. We Filipinos, we have cacao de bola, bola de cacao.
For a continuous chocolate journey.
And a salute to our Philippine cacao farmers. Salute. And more tours to come.
Always think of you when spring comes. Like it's something in the air at that time. Don't know why. Always dream of you when spring comes. It's like the heat on my skin takes me back to the time met you on a Friday.